Hello everybody and welcome to Game 2 of this best of 3 in the Liquid Pasture Community League. I am Loop, and right now we are watching the Crunchy Pirates, and Young Money Jeezy, where Young Money Jeezy in Game 1 managed to get their PL pretty well farmed, and he ended up taking over the game at the end, and they won in a little bit under 40 minutes if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, right now I am going to be casting alone again, as it seems. Unfortunately, I was not able to get a co-caster, as my usual ones are in-game, I'm pretty sure. And as much as I would like it, I kind of did enjoy casting alone, I'm not going to lie. But hopefully next week I will be able to have some co-casters and commentators with you to provide a little bit better perspective on everything. Anyway, right now, as far as we have our first pick and the bands out, Crunchy Pirates banning out the Magnus and Keeper of the Light, while Young Money Jeezy bans out the Nyx Assassin and Bat Rider again. It leaves open the Darkseer to be picked up by Crunchy Pirates though, and they're going to do that right away. Young Money Jeezy deciding to pick up Shadow Demon, first pick for them. They ran it very well last game. He got caught out a few times, but I don't think it was that big of a problem for them, in all honesty. He secured them a couple of really good kills on the Clinks, and when they comboed that with Lena, who, in all honesty, I think was the perfect complement to their lineup with the 5th pick, they managed to secure PL's farm pretty well. All right, like I said, I think they had a few problems last game. I think Crunchy Pirates did, in all honesty. They probably should have rotated lanes. Like I said, the Clinks going up against the tri-lane was not good. If you're going to do something like that, a Weaver might be better in that regard, but it's hard to say. Clinks really needs a solo lane to get his farm up. He needs that quick Orchid so he can find the kills in the jungle and find them on the lower level supports. And when you don't put him in a safe lane where he can get his farm, or you don't put him in a solo lane even, he's just not going to have a good game. Right? We see Crunchy Pirates picking up Templar Assassin and Gyrocopter as well. So they've got a really well-rounded lineup so far. I feel like they've got the Darkseer, who's going to be their off lane. Templar Assassin is obviously going to be your mid. And they have the Gyrocopter as well, who you could either run him, you can run him like No Tidehunter does as a support. You can run him as a hard carry, or you can run him as a semi-carry like we saw last game. Although I think in this case it's probably going to be a hard carry Gyrocopter. Right. Meanwhile, for YMJ, they have the Shadow Demon and the Bounty Hunter already. Obviously the Shadow Demon is going to be in part of your tri-lane. You're going to pick up I think right now they need to pick up the Lishrak or the Lena. Really, they go with the Queen of Pain. Although I suppose that makes sense. They have to get the Queen of Pain in order to make sure that they can fight even with the Templar Assassin. Granted, there are other ways to combat the Templar Assassin, but if you're going to go with the semi-carry and mid, there's nobody better than the Queen of Pain. So you've got the Queen of Pain, the Shadow Demon, and the Bounty Hunter so far. They did ban out the Phantom Lancer, so I know Firebolt's going to be very happy about that. So you have the Phantom Lancer banned out because of just last game, although there still is a couple of options. A Luna is going to fit really well into their lineup. I feel like they need to ban out the Luna. They need to ban out the... I don't know if they need to ban out Sven so much. Sven could work in the lineup, might not work in the lineup. It all depends on the other supports. Personally, I don't know. I think they need more stuns right now. Sven would be really good for that. So if they were to pick up something, and I'm just theory crafting right now, I think if Dire Team were to go something a little bit more unusual, I think they could go with a Sven and a Disruptor, and that would give them a lot of fighting ability. And that would be a really good combination, in my opinion. As if you can get the initiation with the Sven, with anything really in that regard, you're going to have a lot of area damage, and you're going to be able to get a decent number of their people silenced and taken out of the team fight pretty quickly. And and the damage over time of Static Field is going to be able to go right through the Templar Assassin's refraction shards. Although it could be just because I'm a fan of Disruptor and that I'm saying this, but you know, that's just one of the heroes that I like to see played. And we're going to see a Bane band out. Bane works so well with Gyrocopter. You nightmare somebody, and then you just get right up next to them and Rocket Barrage, and they melt away again. Alright. So I'm curious to also see, let's see. I'm curious to see who this last band's going to be. Shakira was banned out. I think it needs to be a Leshrac. A Leshrac ban here would just make a lot of sense. Now, while Leshrac probably isn't as common a support to see anymore, banning him out would be really good for them, I think. Although it would leave open the Lina combination, so maybe they want to go with the Lina instead of the Leshrac. Lina did do a lot of damage to him last game. I mean, she had 7 kills when I checked it last. I'm not exactly sure what she ended up with, but she was a big factor of why they ended that. And they're actually going to leave Lina in the pool. So I'm going to be curious to see if YMG runs... Oh, there's a Disruptor ban. Aww. But I'm going to be curious to see if YMJ is going to pick up Lina again, because I think this fits really well into the lineup. Get a Lina and then they get a Luna, and you're going to be able to 5-man pretty well. I mean, you're going to have the track gold. You're going to have Queen of Pain, who can just nuke down pretty much the entire enemy team. And of course with the Eclipse as well, you're just going to have so much damage coming out of that. It's going to be a lot of pain. Really? Okay, so we are going to see a support Gyrocopter now. And support Gyrocopter can really work with the Flat Cannon and the Chronosphere. I'm a little... They have the Ion Shell, they have the Flat Cannon, they have Missile. I mean, if they get somebody on the edge, he can Rocket Barrage as well. So they do have the stuff for it. It's going to be about execution, though. He's going to have to really make sure to avoid his own team.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm curious, though. Really? Okay. I'm not really sure about that pickup. I think, in all honesty, they could have run the Lina again, and that would have been good. Lina doesn't get caught on the outside. If Lina is outside of the Chronosphere, she can just drop the Light Strike Array, and that would shut down the Faceless Void unless he gets a BKB. Huh. Very interesting. I have to say, I like Crunchy Virus lineup. They're kind of going all in onto their team fight in some regards. Chronosphere dropped, and then you have the wards go up, and Ethereal Shock, and everything else. But it's a really strong amount of team fight coming out of them. And I think it makes the Luna pick a little worse, in my opinion. Although they do have the Venomancer and Gale. It's going to be very interesting to see what this last pick is. They do have some time to contemplate it. I feel like it was probably going to be a Luna, but I'm not really sure anymore what they're going to do with it. I mean, Luna's a hard carry that does scale well. If she doesn't get hit by the Chronosphere, she's going to be able to keep Faceless Void down for at least a little bit. But it's going to be basically team fight against team fight at that point, and I'm not sure who's going to come out on top. It's going to depend on the initiation. So I'm wondering who. So, other than that, I don't. I mean, I suppose Sven could be the other one. He's another very quick carry. Firebolt says he's hoping for OD. OD is always a fun hero to watch. I love watching an OD play. And it does fit. It does fit with a whole with a very mid-game oriented strategy. I think and there's the Luna. Okay, so I was right about the Luna pick. So, very sorry, Firebolt, but no OD for this game. All right. So, I mean, obviously, I imagine both teams are running defensive tri-lanes. I still don't like that Venomancer pick. Venomancer's good, but you have a slow against the Darkseer who's going to be able to just surge away. Anyway, let's get to the introductions of the teams. On the dire side for Crunchy Pirates, we have Cosmos running the Darkseer, Toad on the Shadow Shaman, Grey Mist on the Faceless Void, Hassy Baby on the Gyrocopter, and Wiggles on the Templar Assassin. On the Radiant side, we have Potato Fos on the Queen of Pain, Holy Chaos on the Luna, iJab on the Bounty Hunter, Echelon on the Venomancer, and Barcode on the Shadow Demon. Those EG Demon pauses.
What's with all this scribbling?
Nah, I don't think nobody's that bad manner that they're going to turn into the stream for this.
All right, carry on. That's the spirit.
So, Queen of Pain looking to be running mid. And I think they're going to... Right now, Crunchy Pirates is going to be just protecting their jungle. You see Darkseer already in the... already in the off lane. He's going to be able to get a lot of levels, though, out of this. They don't have a stun. They have the disruption. But unless they disrupt him after the surge, he's just... Oh, God. So, Young Money GZ decorating the mini-map, of course. Oh... And this is what happens when you run community leagues. I don't know. Debating on a rule about every penis drawn on the stream gets you a 1 game minus 10 gold or something. Who knows? You have to buy a set of tangos after so many. So, I don't think this game's going to be a... Lies and slander, Firebolt. I'm on to you. First point in the search, yeah, and this is what he's going to be able to do. He's basically, oh... But they do have the Gale follow-up, and he... Oh. But Gyrocopter gets the first blood, and we are going to see... I was too busy watching the bottom here. Gyrocopter gets the first blood. And, yeah, Darkseer's going to be in a little bit of trouble right now. Luna, though, didn't put her first point into Lucent Beam. I'm kind of surprised about that. Yeah, it should still be a kill. But I don't know. I debate on how I feel. Yeah, that is true. You are able to take down the Ion Shell creeps a little faster. Yeah, I understood what you meant. But yeah, I have to say... No, I don't... No. No. Loser feeds a kill mid. I think that sounds pretty fair, right? Kind of surprised to see Templar Assassin already so low, although Queen of Pain is pretty good about it. Alright, so now we're going to be checking out to see whether or not Darkseer lives. Oh no. Nope. Yep. And oh, he does get the second surge off. Oh, he lives. He lives. Wow. Oh man. He gets the second surge just off in time, and that's the only reason I was saying the lucent beam. Oh, I can't talk right now. The lucent beam might have been a little better, but it is flat 14 damage, so it's hard to say whether the lucent beam would have done it. The stun might have been able to as soon as they saw the surge animation. Yeah, there was 14 damage to all the heroes around, but the lucent with this bit of stun, I mean, even if it is only a 0.6 second stun, is gonna be at least a little bit. Yeah, the 0.6 second stun might have been able to help a little bit. Yeah, Ion Shell at level 1, you can just hug your tower. I mean, there's... You don't even have to go near the tower, and you just basically CS whenever you CS pretty much for free at that point, and you soak up the experience as you can. Yeah, I thought he was really really deep into the lane as well. Especially with them not being able to pull the creeps.
Jungling ain't easy.
Yep. Although as soon as he gets level 2, obviously it's going to be a little easier for him, but yeah. And that's the other thing about getting Ion Shell first, is that he could have... Yeah, he... Ion Shell first, he could have... What do you call it? If he did have trouble in lane, he could have just gone gone into the jungle. So I'm very curious to see what exact... Fireball. As far as last hits going, though, Luna's doing very well. I mean, she's up to 16 last hits already, ahead of the Faithless Void. Luna and Templar Assassin both even in mid at 8 and 2 apiece. Yeah, and Offlane Bounty Hunter's obviously going to be doing a little better. Offlane Bounty Hunter's level 3, Darkseer's level 1. Yes. It's going to be interesting to see how Bounty Hunter does this. Skill builds for Bounty Hunter are pretty yes, hi Mom. Yeah, I agree with that. 2-2-1. Although the only thing I like about the second point into Shadow Walk is it allows you to basically do Excuse me. Basically stay invis for the entire time. Alright. Anyway, let's check out. Still seeing it. Yeah. Especially when they have sentry wards down already. Yeah. So you go 2-2-1. Max Shuriken after that. It's pretty good. I must say I do like what they're doing down here. I do like what Radiant team's doing down here. They have the what do you call it? The Venomancer and the Shadow Demon. They have the Venomancer and the Shadow Demon looking mid. Alright. So the game is resumed after a bit of a pause right then.
Carry on.
And this, gonna take a look at mid here. Just Queen of Pain versus TA is a very, in my opinion, a very fun matchup. As far as to watch, at least. I don't know. I can't commentate on how it is to play. I've never played against a TA. Yeah, to watch, it's a entertaining matchup because both of them are very high impact mids, but they're both very strong in a lot of regards. Oh. And you can see how even the matchup is right now. I mean, TA and the Queen of Pain both are sitting at 12-2. TA now getting 13-2. Yeah. Yeah, Faceless Void only has 12 last hits right now, which really isn't good at all, considering he's pretty much had free farm. Oh, another missed one. Yeah, he's stopped canceling his animation too much. He's like, you see that, like another pretty bad missed hit that he probably should have had. And look, I mean, Bounty Hunter's just able to sit now under tower and basically free. Yeah, that's another thing. I mean, when you have Time Walk, yeah, it's not like he's in an aggressive. And if you're against an aggressive tri-lane, it might make a little bit more sense. But even then, I always think just maybe 1 point into it, and then Time Walk is just a lot better, because Time Walk's your how do you call it? Your reliable escape mechanism.
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up.
Yeah, exactly. And when you compare his last hitting right now to Luna's, I mean, yeah, he's gonna have a Midas up, but he's sitting at half the CS of Luna right now, and Luna, once she gets up another level or two, she's gonna be able to go, and she's diving hard. Oh, she wanted to use the Eclipse on him, but on the Dark Seer. Oh. Luna's gonna health pot though. She's gonna health pot it and be back up to almost full. TA running down there. This is gonna be interesting for TA.
Trouble brewing at Radiant.
Yeah, Luna still hasn't bought any items at all. She's sitting on 2k gold, which is not good at all. I mean, what is she doing with this? Because if she dies, I mean, all of it's unreliable, so she's going to lose a good chunk of it. Oh man, Anyway, this is a very passive game as compared to the last one. The last one had a lot more kills going on, and TA is going to pick up an Invis rune, so maybe we'll see something start to happen now. She doesn't have her phase boots completed, so she'll probably be waiting for that. But she is level 6. Yeah. Venomancer's level 2. Yeah, and Alina really would have made much more sense. You knew where the you knew where the Darkseer was. They just, I don't know. I mean, basically, what are you using this Venomant for? Helm of the Dominator first item? Really? Helm of the Dominator before boots. Interesting. So Luna's going to be building for a late game. Yeah, I don't like this idea at all. Luna doesn't need to be building for the super late game. If they were to be able to get going before, yeah, they could have been going by now pretty much with all that she had. Although and Faceless Void does have the Midas up, so he's going to be getting a lot of income if they draw this game out. Yep. And Bounty Hunter should have called that out. He should have seen the hand of Midas. Yeah. I mean, they should have seen the hand of Midas, and they should have known that he was going for that late game, because a hand of Midas they could have been fighting this. They could have been pressuring that top tower, and they would have had a Ring of Aquila and the Tranquil Boots almost done. Oh, sorry, I was adjusting. But now, instead, they're forced to wait here. She is going to have the Tranquil Boots up if she goes that route. She does have 750 gold, but... yeah, if you're going to go Helm of the Dominator, you're going to go Treads. Alright. So... we're settling down into a more passive game, which is interesting, although it does look like they're looking for a gank with the Invis rune. Uh-oh. This is bad. This is big problems for those two. And that's but TA's taking a lot of damage from the tower. She should still be okay. Meld's coming off cooldown, and she'll be able to use that in order to escape. A Meld and a bottle or not Meld, the refraction shards. So they end up getting the Luna and the Shadow Demon, which is a big problem in all honesty, because Luna, excuse me, Luna is going. Yeah, exactly. If they had the Tranquils and Drums going on, they would have been 5-manning at this point. Because Venomancer, I mean, with the Gale, he's still pretty effective in a team fight. That poison and the Gale is all he really needs to be effective. Plus, the slow from the Gale also works. Shadow Demon has 1 into Disruption, 2 into Soul Catcher, so anybody that they catch out is going to be in a lot of pain as well. I'm just still not really sure why they're not trying to fight more. And Bounty Hunter's level 7, and he isn't even moved out of lane. I mean, he could be down here helping them kill the Darkseer. I think it's still a little early. It depends on what Faceless Void goes with. But I think you're right. It's gonna... Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, you're looking at a Gyrocopter who's level 5. Your Shadow Shaman's level 5. And as soon as he gets the wards up, they can start pushing towers. Faceless Void is max backtrack, interestingly enough. Still only has 1 point into Time Walk. And has 2 into his bash. So I don't know what that is, but his farm's been at least a little better now. He's up to 46 last hits. Of course, he does have the Midas up, so that does help us farm out a lot. But I mean, that early getting that slow of a Hand of Midas is never a good thing. But they are going to take the top tower. Yeah, there's no way Dyer's going to come to defend it. Oh, good deny on Venomancer, though. Great play by him. Level 2 wards. Oh. Oh, man. 9 out of 10 would deny again. Makes sense. But yeah, I mean, this game's going to be very passive, and I think the passive nature favors the Dire team. It's just, it's not going to... If it goes late, Faceless Void is going to outcarry Luna. I mean, it's just, it is how this matchup works between the two of them. And I mean, whilst Luna can get the Satanic and she can do some things, if she gets locked in a Chronosphere, they have the ability to kill her if she gets locked in without a BKB. Because they're going to Chronosphere, call down, then they have the wards up, and it's the wall, vacuum, and TA. And look at that, I mean, Templar Assassins diving again, and they get the Shadow Demon. And they're going to get the Venomancer and Luna. Oh, Luna gets a good counter kill on the TA. And I don't know if they have enough damage to kill the Luna off now. That was a very interesting gank. Oh, and they oh gosh, please leave and go heal. Leave and heal. Luna's still got Eclipse up. Oh my. Luna gets the triple kill. So, they just went from having a very successful gank to Luna getting a triple kill against them. Luna hasn't got 3 points into Glaives and 2 into Lunar Blessing. I'm not sure. I don't know what to think anymore. Venomancer, oh, good ult. But he's going to pop the wand charge, and he's... Oh, Tower gets a... Oh, TA gets a double kill. Actually ends up killing the Venomancer before dying, though. So she's going to get the experience for that as well. And the Venomancer just is level 5. Level 3 wards, 1 into Gale. You know that Bounty Hunter shows up just... Bounty Hunter's showing up a little late on a lot of occasions. Oh, and Luna just gets another kill on Darkseer. The poor Darkseer. Oh. So he's going to go down, but the Queen of Pain is going to have to blink away. Oh, still not using blink. Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter is manning up though. Man mode for Bounty Hunter. They see Templar Assassin. She melds the Queen of Pain, but Bounty Hunter does get the kill eventually. He's going to surge. Bounty Hunter is going to be able to shadow walk away. Oh, Venomancer pops his ultimate, and Darkseer is basically going to have to retreat.
Radiant's mid tower could use a hand.
Not a lot of towers taken, not a whole lot of anything going on really, and it's going to be kind of interesting to see what's going on. I mean, Void sitting at 72 last hits, Luna's at 87, and okay, that is one way to use Chronosphere, Void. He didn't have to pop the Chronosphere, I don't think. Yeah. Right, I think that's their biggest mistake, not going with the mid-game Luna. Luna spotted out again. They almost ended up catching the Courier too. And that's the second death on Luna. She's got 5 kills, but... Oh, they see the Courier. They know the Courier is there. Oh, never mind. Darkseer doesn't. Darkseer didn't realize that he got away. Go, baby Roshan. Go. Fly for your life. Bounty Hunter... This is one thing that I don't like. Why is Bounty Hunter farming? Bounty Hunter could be making things happen. I mean, you've got a gyrocopter literally in your jungle entirely. Bounty Hunter should be just searching for these kills.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
Yeah. I mean, they have... Radiant right now has 0 ward coverage whatsoever. I mean, there's nothing here to watch this. They have nothing in their own jungle and nothing in the enemy jungle either. The only thing that they know for sure is that Faceless Void is free farming top, and he's got a... Yeah.
Dire structures looking fortified.
I mean, that's a double stack at best. And... I mean, she's maxed up... Yeah. Oh. Queen of Pain dives and gets the Shadow Shaman. But she's going to pay for it. But... Then they get the gyrocopter. And the Bounty Hunter's going to die. Oh, Eclipse is popped. And Luna's dead again. That's the 5th kill by... or the 3rd death on her now? Yeah, she's 5, 3, and 2. Oh. And this could be a full team wipe. Just a bet. Like, they get the tower, but it's going to be a full team wipe. Oh. And now TA, I mean, TA's sitting at 10, 3, and 2.
You lasted so long.
TA having a really good mid game right now. It does have her blink dagger. She could have, and it has it on the way to her. I didn't see when exactly she bought it, so I'm not sure. Oh. It was in the middle of the fight, so I think she probably could have waited and just bought it at the side shop. I don't know how many people honestly know what you can buy at the side shop or not, but the side shop has a lot of items. If you ever take a look at it, I mean, if you see like Morbid Masks, you have pretty much everything that you need for the Vlads except for the Ring of Protection, if I'm not mistaken. Well, the Ring of Protection and the recipe, obviously, but like you can get the Blink Dagger and the Energy Booster right there. I think it would be a little powerful if it was. I think they want to force you to... I think the idea is to force you to buy it and make it one of your first items. I'm pretty sure Stout Shield... Oh no, Stout Shield is as well.
Radiant's top tower's in bad shape.
I mean, a Ring of Protection is always useful. A Ring of Basilius as well.
Radiant's gone and fortified their structures.
Not to mention, with most carries, you get that pretty early on, whether you're going boots or not, or tranquil boots or not. So I can kind of understand. I agree, though. It is a little weird that it's not. Because if you're going with the support, then you're doing it. Oh, big team fight right now. And they get the gyrocopter, and everybody else is pretty low. Faceless Void Chronos, and he's going right after Luna. Queen of Pain not doing anything at all. And the Gale whiffs entirely, but they get 4.
You were weak.
I mean, they get 4 for, you know, Bounty Hunter and Shadow Demon. And yeah, that Chrono was basically what caused Venomancer to whiff on his ult. I mean, if he didn't whiff on the ult, Darkseer's probably almost definitely dead as well. I'm not sure how I see the Darkseer's build as well. He has 2 points into Vacuum, the rate, 2 into Wall, but he's maxed out Surge and Ion Shell. I feel like 2 points into Ion Shell. Yeah. Yeah, 2 points into Surge is all you really need. And then you can max out the Vacuum, because a 550 radius on Vacuum is absolutely humongous. And that brings them... I mean, you're basically talking a 550 radius into a call down, into the Chronosphere, and as long as you don't catch your teammates, I mean, that's a big deal. So I'm not exactly sure what it was there, but you know, different people have different ways of skilling. Faceless Void has a Maelstrom up. And he is sitting on 1900 gold. I imagine he's probably going to turn this into a Mjolnir
Dire's top tower.
before going on to his next item. Trying to see. Templar Assassin is going Desolator, I imagine. She's got her first Mithril Hammer. Going to be looking for the second one pretty soon. Gyrocopter's playing a very hard support. I don't believe I've seen a mech on anybody, or anything even close. Oh no, the mech is up on DS, yeah. I just saw that now. I don't feel like they're going to need the... I feel, you know what, a pipe would actually be a really good idea for them. This game. A pipe blocks the Venomancer ult. I mean, they have so much magical damage. Yeah. There's just so much magical damage between the two teams. Pipe is going to be almost a necessity on both of them. Looking at the Radiant side, Venomancer. Venomancer has Tranquil Boots now. And a Bracer. I mean, Shadow Demon, Arcanes, and the stick. Bounty Hunter, Drum Space, Poor Man's Shield. I mean, yeah. Radiant side not even close to a mech this game. Which is rather surprising. I mean, no mech, no pipe even. I guess the question though is, who do you put the mechanism on? I guess Venomancer would be good for a mechanism. Bounty Hunter could probably hold the pipe, but I don't really. I'm still not exactly sure what they're thinking on this one. Oh, and they're chasing down Luna right now. They want. Oh, Venomancer ult gets two, and then they're going to turn this around. Venomancer is going to go down, and they lose the Luna. Oh, they get the TA, but that's about it. They get the TA. They could get the chicken. Shadow Shaman basically just killed himself in order to make sure that Darkseer got away, which I think is the right play. Darkseer they need to have alive. Oh gosh. Oh, Faithless Void stealing the ancient stack. And oh, there's a nice big ancient stack down here for whenever. I don't know who that is. I guess I'm not sure. I guess yeah, he's gonna go for it, but he's not gonna have the damage. That's a triple stack. Yeah. I don't think he could do that. Oh, it's quad? Really? Yeah, ancient granite, ancient granite. Ancient rock, ancient rock. Yeah, it looks like a triple stack. It's too hard to tell. I think it's a trick. Triple. Oh no, yeah, you're right. There is two ancient black dragons in it. If only it was StarCraft 2, I could box select to tell you exactly what was in it.
Dire's top tower's getting beat down.
Luna, they're gonna get this top tower for free. Luna even gets the last hit on it, so.
Ooh, I love your new piercing.
I don't know what the Darkseer was thinking. Darkseer just dropped the wall, and I mean that's a 100-second cooldown that he's not going to have it. Oh, just that gets out of range. Oh. Good kill by the Faceless Void on the Luna there. But Faceless Void is going to go down. And with the blink, she's not going to be able to blink against this. Oh. No, doesn't see the Venomancer, and Venomancer's allowed to get away. And now Queen of Pain is also going to get away. So they traded hard carry for hard carry. But, I mean, TA has enough for the second Mithril Hammer. And looking to be going on that Desolator very soon. Looking around again, I still don't see a mech, or I don't even see the start of a mech on anybody. Queen of Pain just got her Aghanims. I'm still just curious. I mean, Venomancer's going Vlad's. And that's wrong. I mean, that is the wrong decision. He's got the Morbid Mask. No, not Venomancer. Sorry, Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter's going Vlad's. If you look at it, he's got a Ring of Basilius up, and he's got the Mask of Madness, or the Morbid Mask. And they don't have any. They don't have any melee heroes. Yeah, I mean, a BKB would help him out. To be honest, I still think the pipe would be the best item on him. Just because they need a pipe in order to fight this. Or a mech. I mean, they don't even have the mech. Using the courier to spot high ground. Very interesting. Oh, this is the dead TA. TA got caught way out on that. There's nothing they're going to be able to do. Void's chrono is up. If Void comes in here in chronos, that could be good, but doesn't even catch it. I don't think he caught anybody. The Bounty Hunter just got knocked into it. Bounty Hunter was barely pushed into it, and Gyro's going to use the call down. Oh, and that's a full wipe. I mean, just questionable execution from both teams, I think, in this right now. Because that's a tower. I mean, if you got to make sure to catch people in chrono. That you don't have an option in a game like this. Basically, Void missed the chrono, got only Bounty Hunter, and then Venomancer ult ripped away. He missed everybody but Bounty Hunter. They focused down Shadow Shaman and Gyrocopter, and then Faceless Void took the Venomancer ult and killed the rest of them. Oh, and they set up this stack perfectly for to be stolen. And so if there was any doubt about how good of a late game she could be, then this answers that one. Yeah. I do think that Radiant has been extremely sloppy. Oh, and poor Gyrocopter just went to find out that that the ancient stack had been stolen from him. Oh, the mech finally up on Shadow Demon too, so now they have a mechanism. Mech up on him. I mean, Venomancer still payback. Oh. It's okay. They're gonna get the Aegis in return for it. And I mean, no wards by Radiant is the reason for that. If Radiant had wards, they could have challenged. They had the Venomancer ult up. I mean, granted, no Luna ult, but they had Venomancer. Queen of Pain just needed mana for hers. I mean, that's just... There's a lot of questionable decisions, really, is what it comes down to. I do think Faceless Void needs one more item in order to compete with Luna. Luna does have a Reaver up, and she has the Manta style. So I'm not sure what she's going to be able to do. What she's going for next. Maybe a heart? I don't know. It's still a little hard to tell. Satanic. Oh, yeah. Satanic is better than the heart on the Luna with the bouncing glaives and everything else. So, I mean, she's got this. She's going to go for the Satanic. And I'm not sure how far she is from it. Let's see. Oh. Templar Assassin changed up and went for the BKB. Yeah. Luna really did need the BKB. BKBs are overrated, didn't you hear? Oh, okay. Smoke up from the Radiant side. They're looking around for somebody. If they get this, they might be able to push to the tier 3, but I'm still not entirely positive on it. I mean, I think they're banking a lot on just being able to... They're banking a lot... Oh, Darkseer. That is not the way you wanted to go. And Gyro... They're going to get... Oh. He got Galed, but Venomancer whiffed on the ult again. The Aegis pops. This is a good team fight for Dire. Oh, Helicopter goes down now. Oh, Luna. No BKB except for on the TA. TA can stand and fight Luna, but nobody else is going to be able to. Venomancer down to very low health. They're going to chase the TA. Queen of Pain. Oh, Queen of Pain is so dead. But, I mean, they get the Shadow Shaman as well. But they are going to get the... Oh, man. At the end of the day, I don't know what happened either. Shadow Demon died. Bounty Hunter died. Queen of Pain died. Venomancer lived with barely any health. And Luna popped her ult and basically just stood around as Faceless Void ran. Oh, really? She died twice. That's right. I forgot about that. And Faceless Void has a Crystallis up. Oh. And they need to get out of there. They're not going to be able to take this. That flow is so bad. Minus 40 movement speed on Faceless Void whenever he's affected by the Gale. But yeah, I mean, Faceless Void really needs a BKB up. In order to stand and fight with Luna, he needs BKB. Yeah. And Luna, I mean, you look at Luna, she has managed to get her farm up again. She is sitting at 230 last hits. Faceless Void's at 160. DS did get the pipe now? Yep, DS is very close to pipe. I think, what does he need? He needs the recipe and the... Oh, he does have it? Oh, it's... Oh, he does have enough gold for it? Yeah. Because he just needs the recipe and the Ring of Health. Why did I see a Yasha on the courier? Okay, so Faceless Void is going for the BKB. BKBs are good items. I still think things could be a lot different if Luna had changed up and gone for the early game. Because right now we can see Dire Team's probably going to take this tier 2. And I'm not going to lie, I kind of do want to see Game 3 and commentate a Game 3. So if Crunchy Pirates wins, I'm going to be not too disappointed, I suppose. So if they manage to pull this out and get the Game 3, I would love to commentate that as well. But right now, I think the game's really even. I mean, if we could take a look at the XP graph, it's a little over 2,500 for the Dire. Gold graph is a little over 5,000 for the Radiant side. Yeah. Track, yes. Yeah, exactly. Track kills are the reason for that entirely. I haven't been paying attention enough to see which kills were track kills and which ones weren't, but I do know that they have been able to get a decent number of track kills. Although Bounty Hunter I'm still not sure why Bounty Hunter's farming up as much as he has been. I mean, after a certain point in time, he is going for the BKB. Man up. You know, pub trains, right? Best way to man up. Dash, backtrack. Doesn't go after the last ancient black dragon. It's the problem with Baseless Void. You're very reliant on bashes in order to do pretty much. It's out of your chronosphere. You need bashes. Excuse me. Not sure. He's got enough for the Mithril Hammer. Just needs to farm up a little bit more in order to finish off the BKB. I'm just wondering when the go sign is going to be. I mean, Roche, we're still looking at about 4 minutes, I want to say. It's probably about 3 or 4 minutes left on Roche. And just really a DD on TA could be a sign of go. I mean, if they're gonna 5-man mid, you can fight it. You have enough to do it. And yeah, it looks like they're posturing right now in mid. They will. I think Dire Team wants to go. I think Dire Team is saying this is a good time for us to fight. If they can get the map control before Roche comes up, then that'll be a pretty easy Roche for them. I'm still surprised with how much that people have in the bank right now. Oh, whoops. There we go. I'm trying to find current gold. Yeah, TA sitting on 3,400 gold. Veno random talisman of evasion. What? Butterfly Veno is the new yeah. Yeah, Halberd really does make sense, but not so much with the BKB. It makes sense before seeing a BKB, but yeah, they could do it against TA, but TA also has a BKB as well.
The Dire best do something about that bottom tower.
Void's BKB is up. TA's BKB is up.
Can't do nothing about Dire's structures right now.
And I think they want to fight this. I think this is a good fight for Dire to take. Oh! Whiffs on the ult again. Oh my gosh. Whiff on the ult. That's a dead Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman doesn't even have time to drop the wards. Faceless Void's going to go down immediately. Yeah, basically. And both of them were lost by Dire. Or by... No, never mind. I guess the Dire one to the bottom went a little bit better because they had TA there. But the TA really feels like the one that they're going to have to rely on. Because those ults are just... They're exceptional. So Shadow Demon right now is looking at a ring of regen. I don't know if that's the start to a pipe. I think he needs to not initiate. I think if he doesn't initiate, if he allows Darkseer to start off the team fight, that would be best. And it's not so much that I dislike his initiations. They're not the greatest, but there is lacking. But I think the DS initiation really just is so much better. The great kill on the gyrocopter. And that's a big portion of the team fight that they're gonna have a problem with. If Dire Team had just waited around for everybody to be back up, they could have contested the Roche a lot easier. If their TA gets up a Desolator finally. But I mean, just oh man, and that's the last thing they need to have happen. I mean, they just basically, if Radiant at this point, they can clear out this wave, kill the tower, and then go back in Roche. And without the Darkseer wall and vacuum, that's a lot of damage that they just lost. I'm still curious to see if Shadow Demon is going for the pipe. Oh no, he's going for the Force Staff again. which is good. They can force. I believe you can force staff people outside of Chrono if they get trapped inside of it. Oh, you can't do that anymore. Really? Okay. I know. I'm pretty sure you used to be able to do that. Oh, and Dark. Yeah, they forced a buyback from Darkseer, which is the right move. They have to contest this Roche. If they don't win this team fight, it's. That's a better way of using it, right? They have to contest this. If they don't contest this Roche, it's probably a lost game for them. Faceless Void getting very ambitious though. Oh, needs the Chrono. Oh, where is it? He's locked down. No. Oh, the wall vacuum combo goes up. Faceless Void taking a lot of damage, and he goes down. Faceless Void goes down to the Bounty Hunter, and there goes the Shadow Shaman. Gyrocopter's on low health. He's gonna die too. Templar goes down as well. Oh my gosh, that's a 4-for-0 fight in front of the Roche pit. Oh my gosh, and that was a great fight. That's GG. I mean, I don't like to call things early, but I really feel like that there's no way that they could possibly fight this at all. I mean, this is going to be an Aegis. They could push tier 3. They can get racks. Luna could probably fight Roche. Roche is down to half health. But, I mean, they can just push in and take every tower. Shadow Shaman buys back to try and stall them a little bit, but yeah. I mean, I'm not even sure if they have to. They still have 30 seconds on everybody. They could probably, if they were ambitious, they could probably go, oh. And Shadow Shaman just melts immediately. They could probably just move over and take the tier 3 here. And yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. They won 2 racks. And they have the damage for it. Luna's... I'm not sure why Luna would back on this occasion, but... What's with all the scribbling? As my announcer would say. But, oh, there's the Satanic, and she's got the Butterfly as well. Talisman of Invasion, Eagle Song, and the Butterfly's on her way. Because, you know, BKBs are overrated, as we've said. But, I mean, there's no MKB out. Nothing's really going to be coming for a long time, so it's going to help against the TA, and it's going to help against the Faceless Void. Still, with so much magical damage, it's hard to say which one's better. I still think a BKB could have helped her out, but either or. And I'm pretty sure a sheep stun on. Yep. And now Queen of Pain has a Yules as well, so she's going to be able to disable 2 targets out of the fight immediately. And if Faceless Void doesn't BKB up when he's inside of or if he doesn't catch Queen of Pain, we're looking at basically no chance for him to do anything inside of the ult. And there's the best part about the Queen of Pain Scepter. She can just do that anytime that she wants, pretty much. 40-second cooldown is nothing. And it's a 725 damage nuke. I'm kind of surprised to see how this game's going. I think a lot of good team fights for against Crunchy Pirates. I think they were also a little too aggressive. I mean, there was no reason for Ford to be in that pit right there. He should have just been waiting for the Darkseer to come up. And I think that was the biggest mistake that they made. I mean, if he doesn't get trapped inside of the pit, and they're still able to initiate, like they were, he could have had a 4-man Chrono very easily. And I think once they push this wave out, they're gonna pressure and then just take Roche, and it's gonna be a free Roche because I don't see how Dire Team can possibly challenge it with mega creeps coming in through the bottom. Oh no. I'm kind of surprised to see this. I think they should wait for one more thing. Venomancer does have a halberd as well, I notice. So Firebolt was right on the call. on Halberd Venomancer. And it's a good thing too. I mean, it does make him a little bit more survivable. He gets some health, he gets some damage. He gets, of course, the evasion as well. Dire team does have the wards up though, so they are able to see when they go into Roche. I'm still not sure if they're going to be able to challenge it, but they are going to definitely. Oh, they're. Yeah, this is a free Roche for Radiant side. Oh. One big ult and then a blink away. That's basically how you do it. And Luna now with the Aegis. It's just too much. I mean, even if she does manage to get locked down, she's got 5,300 gold as well. Spend your gold, Boots of Travel. Do something with it, please. Please do something with it. But 5,300 gold. I mean, I believe she's got buyback ready. Net worth. I mean, if you look at net worth, we're talking 2,400 for her, 2,000, 20,000 for Queen of Pain, as compared to 16,000 for Faceless Void, and 13 now for TA. And just look at it. I mean, they can just lock her in, but that doesn't matter. She pops the Aegis, pops Eclipse, but she's okay. I mean, they still got all 5 up and fighting. Faceless Void is going to go down, and then this is going to be Darkseer as well. And she's basically got 4 lives. I mean, with that, or 3 lives with that Aegis. Although 4, I guess, with the butterfly evasion. Yep. And that's the game. And, I mean, granted, I think it was a little sloppy by both teams. But definitely played well. The heroes were definitely played well by Radiant side. Alright. But anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed, and I will be sure. We'll post in the thread if there will be another game. I'm not exactly sure. I might cast one tomorrow as well. I know there are a couple of games going on, but we will have to see. Alright, anyways, guys, thank you very much, and enjoy.